We've been waiting for this moment. Generations of innovation all coming together in one place. A pedigree of more than 70 years of NASCAR Cup Series history, from the past to the present, from Petty to Earnhardt to Elliott. Today, there's no more waiting. The future of NASCAR is now. Drive the next-gen cars today on iRacing and step into the next generation of racing.
Welcome to the European E-Racing and the European E-Racing League. Today we are hosting the premiere of the EEL here at Michigan International Speedway, almost a super speedway, but it's a 2-miler known as the Wide and Fast. It's the fastest circuits on one of the fastest circuits in the NASCAR series. It's high banked and this racing surface is very wide, as we will see later today. It's a 2-mile track. It opened at 1968 and have a total capacity of 137,000 spectators. Each corner has a banking of 18 degrees and the start-finish line has a banking about 12 degrees, and the back straight is banked 5 degrees. Lap record here in real-life racing is set by Jeff Gordon in 2014 at 34 seconds and 8 tenths of a second, which with an average speed about 206.5 miles per hour. But before we go more into what's happening today, we're gonna take some laps around this track with Thomas Anderson. So Michigan International Speedway is a very wide speedway. You can go in multiple different lines here and go quite as fast. We can see here Anderson looking outside and then tries to do a crossover of the driver ahead of him, which we also will be racing tonight, Alexander Aronson. And drafting will be crucial here. tonight because we're running the next gen cars, which has the high downforce packages right now. So this race will look pretty much like any race you can see at Talladega and Daytona, but we'll have some tire wear, and that will play a kind of a different role. So Thomas is going high into this corner and not all the way down to the bottom, but like the second lane, to do some kind of spare his tires a little bit, but also keep the speed around the corner. And we'll see a lot of pack racing today, I think, and hopefully a lot of entertainment tonight. My name is Jonas Force, and I'll be your host and caster tonight. With me, I have our producer and co-caster, Nicholas Falk. Hi, Nicholas.
Hello. It should be fun race.
I think so too. We have seen a lot of races in Michigan at the Swedish E-Racing League, which is like the core that we built European E-Racing from. Michigan is always an entertaining track because, I mean, it's quite fast. It's a lot of drafting that's going around, and we'll see a lot of pack racing tonight, I think.
Yeah, and I think with the next gen car, it's a different Michigan compared to what we're used to see with the previous generation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's more like a super speedway, as you said, like Daytona or Talladega. But I think tire wear is more important here than the super speedways.
Yeah, a little bit. Not as much as like the intermediate tracks like Las Vegas,
of course.
Kansas, and so on. But the European E-Racing League is a league open to every European that has a iRacing B license with 2.0 or above in safety rating, and an I rating above 2.5K, 2,500 I rating. So this is more of a kind of elite league of Europe, and it's limited to European drivers that live in Europe, geographical Europe, not the EU or ES or any of that kind of organizations, but geographical Europe, and people with European passports, which so if you move to another continent, you're still allowed to race with us if you're born in Europe or have a European passport. So that's the limitations that's made for this series, to make the European oval scene grow, and to get drivers from here to make themselves a name, get the teams here to get a stronger name on the international platform of iRacing and sim racing in general. And that's what we're hoping to build here, step by step, in European e-racing. How does it look like on the track right now, Nicholas?
Well, we can take a little look-see-loo, but it's quite empty actually, because I think all the drivers are at the driver's meeting. So no racing for the moment, but I think we'll see them very soon.
We have our social media channels, European E-Racing, on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Instagram. We are live right now at Twitch, on European E-Racing too. We are broadcasting in different channels right now, and I am watching the European E-Racing channel on Twitch and the chat over there. No questions yet, but I think that there will be a lot of questions later in the broadcast. The drivers are, in this series, running 8 races, and they are competing of some nice prizes, Nicholas.
Yeah, let's take a look. We have from Cooler Master, water cooling, a very nice case, a very good air cooler, and also some gaming mice.
And from Logitech G, we have some headsets and gaming mouses, and also for the winner, a mouse pad. So a package for the winner, and a headset for the second place, and a mouse for the third place. And here we got the things again from Cooler Master.
I think it's quite nice prices. With the Logitech stuff is always good, and this is the Pro Series stuff. So yeah, I like them.
Very nice prices, and the guys at track are also raising of a prize pool of prize money to be announced later. So it's not only stuff that the guys are competing about, but also some money that can help them in their sim racing career or their teams, depending on how they have managed their contracts. So right now the drivers' meeting is on full, and for
I think it's underway.
Yeah, I think it's on our way. I can see that people are showing up on track right now. I think Andrew Rose and David Modos and Blewett are on track right now. So we can see if we can see some pictures of the last minutes of practice before qualifying here tonight.
Yeah, we have like 9 minutes practice left, so should be nice to see where everyone's at.
I mean, I believe that teamwork will be a key in this race. We've seen it before at Michigan because the high downforce package and pit strategy could play a role. We got about 20 drivers in the session right now. I think it's 24. You can help me out there, Nicholas, because you got the full data in front of you.
Yeah, I think 26 actually.
26, and that I think that's good for the first race in the series that we started to market for about 3 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, been quite a fast ride, but yeah, I'm really impressed with the guys, and not only 26 drivers, but some of these drivers are really good.
Jake Tanaka wants you to move your mic away from your nose. He says in the Twitch chat. Nice to have you here, Jake. Long time no see. Great job with the serious jobs. Really fun driving with you, Skrillin says in the Twitch chat too. Nice to have you here watching us tonight. So, if there's
who's your favorite driver?
Joel Blewett, I'd say.
Blewett?
For tonight's race, yeah. Strong driver, right now running the Road to World Series. Almost 8K in I rating, really strong from Nebula Esports. It's going to be really interesting to follow him through the night, but also the Finnish guys have lined up with a strong team. We're talking about Antti Tero, we're talking about Timo Toikka. Two really strong guys. So I've been following Antti Tero in the Scandinavian Oval Series that we ran from Force Esports last season. Really strong guy. But also Timo Toikka, who is always a strong runner in the NASCAR iRacing Series, in the top splits there. So it's going to be really interesting to follow these guys too. But we also got a strong lineup from Hungary that will also be quite interesting to see. We don't know much about when we place the European guys against each other. I mean, the NASCAR, the iRacing NASCAR series, the NIS, races at Saturdays, especially around noon in Central European time. It's like one kind of way to see which Europeans that are strong, but there's always a pack of international drivers that are running there too. So this, I think, is the first in a while time that we will see strong drivers from Europe racing each other here at the EEL. Janos Modos from Wannabe. I think that Wannabe SRT will be a strong competitor in this team, but also Alkintech NHR are running with two teams here this season. Especially there, we've seen Eric Blixt be a really competitive driver, both on road courses with these kind of cars, but also on the ovals, especially the smaller ones. Michigan, not his really favorite. I talked to him a little bit before this, and his main competitor in the Swedish E-Racing League is Linus Broström. Another strong competitor from Force Esports. He's a little bit stronger on the ovals, but personally, I think that these guys will have a hard time against the European competition. Right now, Rose is leading this session with a best time of 39.0. We don't know if that's a draft time or not right now, but the qualifying session will be more honest with us with the results, at least. So right now we're just watching practice, and in about 5 minutes we will have these competitors for the first time in a qualifying here in the European E-Racing League. Nicholas, what do you think that you will experience tonight?
I don't know. I think you're talking a little bit about the teamwork, and I think it's really important. We have some guys who are not registered in a team, and I think they'll struggle. Because with the pack racing here at Michigan, you really have to work together to advance through the field, and yeah, with all the cautions and stuff. I think teamwork is the number one component in this race.
Teamwork will be crucial. The larger teams and will probably be stronger together in a track like this. So in the European E-Racing League, we've got the Drivers' Championship, which is, and we will crown the champion through 7 of these 8 races. You have 1 drop week in this 8 races season that are running each and every week. And we will also have a Teams Championship where you can put 3 drivers to entry for one team, and the 2 best results from every race are counted to the team points
championship.
Pool. Yeah, the team championship points are counted on the 2 best finishing drivers from each team. And then we have the Nations Championship, which I think it will be really interesting to follow too. It works exactly like the Teams Championship, what we're looking at nationality from each of the drivers. So if you're running from, if you got your passport in one nation and you're living in another nation, you can decide in the beginning of the season what nation will you compete for during the season. But the Nations Championship, yeah, there's where we can see drivers from different teams collecting points for a nation instead, and that might open up for some national collaborations instead of competition that it usually is when you compete against people from the same area that you're from. Right now, about 2 minutes left of this practice session.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun qualifying to see, because as you mentioned, most of these times the faster one are from drafting, and so we don't really have an idea what to expect when they're by themselves. So it should be really interesting. But of course, the fast guys like Andrew or they're obviously fast, but it will be really interesting to see during qualifying how fast they are.
Yeah, Rose right now in the lead of this session. Wannabe SRT Black and Wannabe SRT are running with 2 teams. It's yellow and black. Now we're following Norbert Leitner around track with his teammate behind him.
I still haven't learned all the cars and teams and liveries and such, but we'll do our best to see some good racing.
But Nicholas, we've been live for about 15 minutes. You should know everybody by now.
I know.
Pit stop practice, this looks like. Win during qualifying will probably be crucial. I've heard from Marcus Hagman that will be running for C Sports Academy, I think, this race. He's not not even fast, I'd say. I can say whatever I want about Marcus because I've hired him myself. So, and he'll do the same against me. So,
I obviously know the Swedish guys, but I'm not too well versed in the European leagues, the European drivers. So should be really interesting to see how the Swedes perform compared to the others, as I maybe will call them.
Gabriel Stur, another strong driver that we've seen in the NIS and AFEX races earlier. It will be really interesting to see what Gabriel can do here today. Qualifying up next. Do we have any early birds?
What should we expect? Are drivers going to qualify right away, or will they wait?
Yeah, I think they will go out pretty early, I'd say. I think that we have number 24, 96, 36, 33 on track right now, even number 9 and 3 and 84 and 140. A lot of guys on track.
Yeah.
Here we see Alexander Aronson for 4C Sports running around the track to fetch a fast lap and a good qualifying position here at Michigan in the premiere of the European E-Racing League. First lap, 58.3. Not very impressing, but
That's the outlap.
yeah,
maybe?
I think so too.
We have
And we have kind of different outlaps. Jack Mace have done a 101, so he was taking it really slow in the first lap. Carl Heiss too. A lot of guys are running really slow on the outlap, and that could be one of the most crucial points of their qualifying lap. The other thing is, are you
Marcus 129 on the outlap? So
yeah, he isn't stressed, obviously. Andre Selander, fast lap from him. Arlsson in pole right now. Still Arlsson. Gunnarsson is in 5th.
let's follow Blewett. He was fast in practice. So
See what he does. High line around here. Probably looking to do a fast second lap, I think, if this isn't his outlap. Arlston still in pole position at 40.09. Great time from Alexander. Blewett are running high for a second lap, trying to create as much momentum as possible. Andreas Selander has now put the fastest lap in this session, a couple of hundreds faster.
and we can see they're almost a second off pace from practice. So the draft was, it does matter.
It really does matter, and Blewett is running his fast lap on the second lap, it looks like. 2 high corners, and now down the apron. Let's see what Joel Blewett will produce here at Michigan for Nebula Esports. Right now in 18th place, 19th.
40.9. So
This looks quite fast.
yeah, I've been told, like Daytona or Talladega, you should be down the inside, even on the straight. It will be faster, but what the hell do I know?
I mean,
It's a reason I'm talking here, not racing
not
myself.
racing yourself.
With my solid 1700 I rating.
Joel Blewett down on the apron at the tri-oval, and here's the time. He runs 13th. Second lap was probably slower than the first lap. We got right now Selander in pole position here at the premiere of the European E-Racing League. Lukomsky 15th. Rose fast at the practice. How is the qualifying going to end? And I mean, it could be the differences is in the wind. The wind could have been better in the beginning of the session than it is right now, and that could be crucial for the results that we see right now.
And it should be interesting to see what time he can produce here in the qualifying.
We look at the steering wheel input, it's almost nothing, as little friction as you can possibly produce. Andrew Rose here, 13th position on that time, 40.2. We got 24 cars within 0.3 of a second here at the premiere of the European E-Racing League. It's amazing what we're looking at right now.
And good job for the Swedish guys at 1, 2 through 4th at the moment.
Andreas Selander, we got 2 cars still on track, and the qualifying is over. And our pole sitter is Andreas Selander from Alkentech NHR by Niemann Racing.
We'll have
Congratulations.
Really, really good driving, but before the race, a short ad break.
Fan vad de ska må. And we're back here at the lineup for the start of the first race in the European E-Racing League. Andreas Selander has the pole position here tonight, Niklas.
Yeah, really fun to see. He really deserves it. He's a really nice guy and also fast.
He also is the head steward for the league this season from Alkentech NHR by Niemann Racing.
Yeah, I know. I talked to him earlier, and he said he's been grinding all summer to reach the iRacing cutoff of 2.5k.
He right now are running 2.6, so just above the cut line. Linus Broström at second place for 4C Sports right now are running 4.5k. So, I mean, the iRating shouldn't be everything when it comes to league racing like this. On third position, Alexander Arlsson are running for 4C Sports too. Strong qualifying for that team. Jonas Gunnarsson on fourth position. No team in the entries for him. Oystein Walsh, Alkentech NHR by SimLab. Strong qualifying for Alkentech. Marcus Hagman for 4C Sports Academy on 6th position. Daniel Solo for Alkentech NHR by Niemann Racing on 7th. And Carl Heiss are running in the 8th position. Eric Blix are starting at 9th. And Tony Ovinen will round up our top 10 here tonight.
Yeah, would be fun race.
Selander on top right now, and where is his friends? Walsh on 5th position. I think that these two drivers need to line up and find their friends on track, and Solo is quite close to them too, but there is also the force drivers there. We got Broström, Arlsson and Hagman that is quite close to each other on the grid right now.
What do you think all the fast guys we mentioned from Finland and Hungary and from all different parts of Europe, are they keeping it cool during qualifying, or do you think they went all out? What can we expect in the race?
I think they went all out on the qualifying, of course. You want to qualify good at Michigan, but it's a long race. We got 100 laps to race here tonight, and I think it's more important to find your friends than to actually win the qualifying by yourself. But as we can see, some teams have put their drivers on the same place. Here we have the green flag in the air. Andreas Selander are running first, and he will decide when we're about to go racing here at Michigan. It's a late start from Andreas Selander, which is highly chased by Arlsson in behind. We got Andre Selander in first, Arlsson in second, and right now the outer line is lagging off a little bit from the inner, but back on the back straightaway here, the outer line should be a little bit faster. And we got 3 wide into the first corner, almost 4 wide here. It's the Daniel Solo that goes for the first place, and that changes about everything here. Daniel Solo in the lead, Selander in second, Blixt in the third, Blixt in second right now. So the Alkintech cars in the lead right now in the opening of this race at Michigan in the European E-Racing League. We got packs running 3 wide all around here.
What a start!
At Michigan. And no cautions yet, even though, oh, there it is. Shouldn't have said anything. Commentator's curse there. And we're having a caution right now. Solo in the lead for Alkintech, and it's Martin Kapal from Alkintech NHR by SimLab that had a little turn. I didn't think that it was too much of damage on that car.
Let's see if we can find a replay.
Yeah. Solo still in the lead. Blixt in second, Selander at third, Arlson in fourth, Broström in fifth, Walsh in sixth, Hagman at 7, Lukomsky running 8th right now, Heiss at 9th, Gunnarsson is rounding up our top 10 right now. Early caution brings out the yellow. First yellow flag of the European E-Racing League. That's something.
Yeah, I'm still looking for the replay here. We have a. I'm not too familiar with the setup here, but I think we'll manage.
Sooner or later, we'll have a replay. We got a couple of laps behind the pace truck. Will anybody go? Here we got the pick and pick replay, and it looks like it's a team deal behind. It's number 52 and 64, Thomas Coroni.
Yeah, too bad. We talked about the teamwork.
Yeah,
and
that was
cooperation.
Example of it, I'd say. But in the lead right now, we got Daniel Solo, we got Eric Blix on second, and we got Andreas Selander on the third position. So it's the top 3 is rounded out by Alkintech NHR. And find your friends and run the race. We got some guys in the pits right now, probably topping up some fuel, because we got a fuel win of about 42 to 47 laps here at Michigan. And the high fuel will be helpful if we get a long green run. But as we just saw a couple of laps ago, Nicholas, the guys were running 3 wide in
yeah,
in Masters.
Actually, when I saw the first lap, I thought this is gonna be caution very soon, because it's really hard to go like that with 3 wide and so, and almost everywhere in the field as well. So yeah, it's but it's yeah, will be interesting to see how it pans out later in the race, if they'll keep the 3 wide approach, or the more single file, keep it calm, wait to the end of the race, or yeah, we'll find out, I guess.
Earlier in the race, some drivers wanted the first 50 laps to be under caution due to the Formula 1 race that is postponed, so they could watch it and race after it. But 4 laps into this, and we have our first caution at lap 2, I think. Solo in the lead, Blixt in second, Selander in third, Arlson on fourth, Broström on fifth, Walsh on sixth, Hagman at seventh, Lukomsky at eighth, Heiss ninth, Gunnarsson are running 10th, Corny are running 11th after the caution or contact with his teammate, Terho at 11th, Stur at 13th, Leitner at 14th, Toika at 15th, David at 16th, Mace running 17th right now, Blewett 18th. On 19th position we got Nausbaum, and at 20th we got Modos. Ovinen are running 21, 21st, sorry, and then we have Capel and Adam are running 22nd and 23rd right now. Sabo at 24th, Rose at 25th, and Forster now at 26th. We got some drivers that have been in the pits. We got a pace truck that have yeah, the yellow lights ain't flashing anymore on that truck, and he's heading for pits.
We'll get another start and see if the Alcantech guys can make the best of it.
Kevin Adam right now is the first driver that have been in the pits, so we will have a close look at that. Alcantech drivers in the lead right now. Daniel Solo have already started this race, and we can see how they have pulled away a little bit, and now they're running 3 guys in a nice organized line in the front up there. Behind them, Alexander Arelson, Linus Brostrom,
the Force
Walsh,
guys, as we call them.
the Force guys, so strong opening for them. And there are some line changing up there. Gunnarsson are trying to do his best. 3 wide into turn number 4 here. See how this plays out. We're running with Carl Heiss right now on the inside line. Inside line is a little bit rougher on your tires, but it's also shorter and most likely to be a little bit faster on the short runs. Right now we have Linus Brostrom taking the chase for Andreas Selander, who have been pulling away a little bit. We can see that the outside line is a lot longer than the inside line. This will probably end up in some issues for Brostrom and Hagman that are running on the inside. We see Carl Heiss in that pack too. Some are going down on the apron. There we have it, 4 wide here in the European E-Racing League.
This is NASCAR, baby.
This is 3 wide behind there. We can see Alexander Arlsson are dropping back. The outside line are a lot faster right now than the inner line. And as we see this 3 wide racing right here, so controlled by all the drivers. It's nothing that I've seen earlier in the European sim racing and iRacing. Actually,
this is not your average official race.
This is absolutely not your average official race. Solo still in the lead, Selander at 2nd, Blixt in 3rd, Walsh 4th, on 5th position Brostrom. Now at 6th position, Lukomsky, Hagman, Gunnarsson, Corney, Mace. That's your top 10 right now.
Let's see David on the high line, see if he can find anything.
Looks like the wannabe gang is taking it kind of chill right now. Just running the high line, taking care of the tires for later. Right now Kevin Adam is the only car that...
And we have yellow flag.
Multiple cars involved.
Drifting.
David involved. Heiss involved. Multiple car action here at Michigan.
I'll see what I can do. Maybe we'll have a replay soon.
Rick Blix in the lead, Solo at 2nd, Brostrom in 3rd, Selander at 4th, Hagman at 5th, Arlsson in 6th, Walsh 7th, Corney in 8th, Gunnarsson in 9th, and Leitner up to the top 10 right now. Midfield havoc here at Michigan at lap 11th, 2 cautions and counting. Is there any fast repair in this in your league? No, there's no fast repairs in the European E-Racing League. Also, if you are dropping 10 laps behind the field, you need to park your car. No slow cars on track, no fast repairs. Blixt, Solo,
now we'll see if
Brostrom.
we get the replay ready.
Here we have it, 3 wide. And we have some pushing going on. And looks like the upper lane is... Oh, dear gosh.
Yeah.
Dear, many
I think it was
possible-
Kevin Adam and David. They were a bit of pushing and
a bit of
yeah.
a shake-up in the outer lane there that made stuff go funky here at Michigan. And right now we had a car going for the pits it's Earlson, Hagman and Broström. The fourth gang is pitting right now to top up some fuel probably. And a lot of guys are following them. It's Leitner, Mace, Blewett, Stur, Adam, Taro.
yeah, a lot of guys visiting the pits. So I thought almost everyone was going to the pits, but maybe the Alcantech crew have different strategy.
They probably have Alexander Jönsson as strategist tonight.
Yeah, he's experienced. He know all the strategies. Some of them not
Works,
so
some of
successful.
them not. Mousy says in the Twitch chat, so cool to see 3 to 4 lines without cautions. And just a couple of seconds afterwards, we have our second caution here at
Yeah,
Michigan.
The commentator curse. Yeah,
Of
too bad.
course. Blix, Solis, Salander, Walsh, Corney in the top 5 right now here at Michigan. And behind them, Jonas Gunnarsson, Dominik Lukomsky in 7th. This first 7 guys in this field have not pitted for fuel, so they won't make it all the way to the finish. And
Shab is the running first of the guys who've been in the pit. So, but he was one of them who went in the pits early. So you have 8 laps on his stint. So no, sorry,
he's pitting
0
right now.
laps. They're pitting now, yeah.
Top up some fuel again. And that is an interesting strategy. We saw the caution came out now in an incident in midfield, and you are taking a much higher risk in the midfield than you are doing in the top that Blixt, Solo, Salander, Walsh, Corney, Gunnarsson and Lukomsky are running right now here at Michigan in the European E-Racing League.
So now it's Broström who's first of the pitted guys.
Broström in the lead of the pitters, Blixt in the lead of the race. Cars are running too wide. We have 1 to green. We have 1 car in the pit right now, and that is Timo Toika. It looks like no, Timo Toika is out of the of the race. It looks like.
So how many laps to the next caution, you think?
I think that we will manage about 20.
20 laps, yeah. Should be doable.
A lot of cautions for these guys, even though they are professionals.
Professional crashers, some of them.
Next in the lead right now.
With a famous synchronized team start.
Next solo
All
Walsh,
all the Alcantech guys just
also
steaming
away.
out in front.
The 5 of them now running in front, so there's no really idea for them to pit if they don't do it in the same time. What they don't want right now is a very long run. And,
Yeah. Do you think if there's
3 wide here. What a run from car number 74. Lukomsky comes out in the middle. Jack Mace is following them. 3 wide through 4th corner here at Michigan. Still Blixt in the lead though. Salander at 2nd. But the alliance of NHR cars are now broken because here is Dominik Lukomsky. 3rd position right now.
what is speed? He's coming really fast.
2 wide. Jack Mace, 4th position, now in 3rd. Looking inside of Andreas Salander.
Yeah, amazing start for the Alcatic guys. I think
Goes high here in the fourth corner, and that costs him the third position, maybe even the fourth position. It does. Walsh is back on fourth position now, and here is Solo in sixth, trying to catch up with his teammates. Lukomski now at fifth position. Alcatic guys are trying to line up themselves, and they have 20 years of good smiles.
Broström with a good run. I think maybe on the outside can do some overtaking.
16 laps into distance. There is no reason to stress. I think Broström is helped there from behind of his teammate Alexander Aroldsson in the Battle Riff 24 car.
Yeah, still, they're really pushing it with, even in the midfield with like four wide, 3 wide.
This is racing
I like
all
it.
day long. Nothing is for free here at Michigan. Right now,
We're taking no prisoners.
no prisoners. 4 wide over the tri-oval here for a couple of seconds. Now they're back in 3 wide in different lines. Jack Mace is pushing out Aroldsson in front of him. And that could cause some issues later in the race. Once again, 3 wide up here. And
Yeah,
right
this
now,
is as Michigan as I know it in these cars. What I've seen from officials and other leagues.
a lot of pack racing here in the next gen car at Michigan. And Joel Blewett is now the leading car of the cars that have been in the pits at 8th position. Let's see what Blewett can do for Nebula Esports. Crossover move down on the apron over the tri-oval. Blewett now in 6th. Lukomski has to give up his 5th position for Blewett, looks like. And here comes Gunnarsson on the inside, 3 wide, and a good run on the outside with Daniel Solo and Lukomski.
And I see some carnage in the back, so maybe the yellow flag.
Caution is out.
Let's see if
For
we
the
can
third
find
time here in
the
Michigan.
replay.
And now we're passing for lap 20. Eric Blix is still in control over the race here at Michigan. Selander in 2nd, Corney in 3rd, Walsh in 4th, Lukomski running 5th right now. Or Gunnarsson. Solo in 7th, Leitner 8th, Blewett 9th, Adam 10th, Rose 11th, Capel in 12th. Broström in 13th, Stur in 14th, Nausbaum running 15th, Ovinen 16th, Tero 17th, and David 18th, and Hagman in 19th. Forster are rounding up our top 20 right now.
So now I think we'll have a replay.
There we have it, is contact between Jack Mace and Aroldsson is collected. Ovinen is involved, but looks like Mace's day is over.
Yeah, too bad. It's that's NASCAR. If you're too close, shit happens.
Couple of cars in the pits right now. Aroldsson is in for repairs. Looks like he's going to drop 1 lap behind. Gunnarsson, Lukomski, Blewett, Adam, Rose, Broström, Nausbaum, Ovinen in the pits right now. Still, we have the Alcatic Alliance in the lead of this race.
Yeah, why haven't they pitted? I thought they would have by now.
Yeah, they're the only team that hasn't pitted, but they are also running in the top 5 from with guys from the same team. So strategy-wise, it's a lot safer to stay there as long as they possibly can.
Yeah,
I don't
and
think
hope they're more caution, because they wouldn't want to do stop on a green flag.
Probably not. And right now, strategy will be key, as we saw for some of the guys that were collected in the last caution. It didn't affect the Alcantech gang since they were running up front.
Yeah, of course, there's always the advantage. If there are no cars in front of you, no carnage in front of you, so...
Exactly.
Until you starting to lap cars, but with all the cautions, we haven't really had time to do.
Long run speed is something that we haven't been testing in the European E-Racing League so far.
Exactly how are these cars during long runs with tire wear and such?
As I've heard, for those who have tested it, because I haven't seen any league race nor official race without cautions, since there's a lot of pack racing, they say that they are a lot kinder on the tire wear than they are on the former A car, the Gen 6. So, but also iRacing is still developing this car, so we don't know much about it, because NASCAR isn't really 100% finished with this car in reality too. So what we know about this car today might change with every other update that is going to be released later, and that is why we are running this car in the European E-Racing League, because we want the European drivers to know the car inside and out when this car becomes the official pro car.
Following the pace car.
The pace truck.
The pace truck.
Eric Blixt in the lead, Salander in second, Corny in third, Walsh in fourth, Solo in fifth. No of the Alcantech NHR cars have pitted, and all of the Alcantech NHR cars are filling up the top 5 right now.
Yeah, and let's see if they can do the amazing start from last restart with we're all synchronized, just pulling away.
Probably they will. Every restart they survive is one step closer to victory. And it looks like Blix is running away over there, and Corny isn't really following in the same pace, but it really helps the line to line up. Solana goes high, Solo goes high to block the number 9 car. Will probably get some help back there from Norbert Leitner. Leitner up 14 positions, Corny up 11th. A lot of climbers here up front at Michigan. Number 3 is running fast on the inside right now with some help from Dominic Lukomsky.
Yeah.
3 wide, 2 wide.
Still pack racing.
Pack racing at its finest. Kapal now on the 4th position. David on 6th. Looks like the outside line is a little bit faster right now, but there's also more cars on the outside, which means that the resistance from the air is a little bit less. Contact in the mid-pack 4 wide there between the 44 car of Jake Forster. You see some damage on the side of Forster's car, and then every little damage on these cars on this track will be crucial. You need a very clean car to be able to run in front here. Blixt, Walsh, Lukomsky. Now rounding up the top 3, Gunnarsson is trying out in the 4th position. Blewett, Kone, back down 5th and 6th. Still a lot of laps to run. We've ran a 4th of this race, and 3 wide here for 2nd position. And this Gunnarsson looking inside here on Oisin Walsh, but he is alone. There is no way he's gonna make this.
Yeah, that's uphill struggle.
With Lukomsky on the outside. 3 wide there. And looks like Blixton Walsh will be able to pull away here at Michigan When we also have a number, it's a 52 car running 3 wide here. And with Tony Orvinen right now, looking inside on the 16th, running 3 wide right now. Behind the number 9 of Leitner, and it's a really hard hit in front of us, and there is the big one. Orvinen is hit. Number 64, Kapal is out. Hard hit, and Stur is up on 3rd.
I'll go
Walsh, Stur.
check the replay.
Leitner on 4th. Rose on 5th. Corney at 6th. Forster on 7th. Nausbaum 8th. Solo running 9th right now.
Let's see.
See the guys that are hit here. And it's a push from Lukomsky at Kapal, causing the big havocs here, and then multiple cars involved in this incident.
Check it once more, but in, I think, slow motion. See exactly what happened.
See if we can see it from the blimp view.
Yeah.
That changes everything here at Michigan. Stur for Rising Star Motorsports right now running 3rd. Looking at the guys in the front. Kapalokomsky.
Maybe too slow, but we'll get some idea what happened.
Everything happens real quick here. Lukomsky looking low. Drops down behind Kapal. Trying to make a little bit of pushing to catch up with the guys up front.
It was too slow.
Yeah, this is taking forever, Nicholas. 4 wide are running behind them.
Yeah, I'm new to the replays, but yeah, I'll get there.
There's the push from Lukomsky on Kapal. Gunnarsson is hitting Lukomsky. Both are spinning, and number 32 is collected. 16 threading the needle there. A lot of guys in the pitch. Salander, Walsh, Gunnarsson, Solo, Blix, Tolvinen, David, Rose, Szabo, Horney, Komsky, Adam.
So, finally, the Alcantech guys have been in the pits.
Yeah, and Leitner has taken the lead of the race. Number 9 for wannabe SRT Yellow. Linus Broström for 4C Sports are running 2nd right now. Antitero for Alkalites in 3rd. Marcus Hagman for 4C Sports Academy are running 4th. Gabriel Stur are for Rising Motorsports in 5th. Laszlo Szabo in 6th. Oystein Walsh in 7th. Eric Blixt at 8th. Solo running 9th right now. Adam 10th. Nausbaum in 11th. 12th. Jake Forster. Lukomsky out again at 13th position. Some damage on the right rear wing there. Right rear? No? The rear wing.
The rear wing.
We are not running multiple wings on these cars though.
We have a question from the chat. Bright Esports Club. How many nations are racing today?
Yeah, that's information that you have, but I don't.
Yeah, I actually don't really know. A lot of them, or some, I think.
A couple,
we have Sweden,
of nations.
Finland, Hungary, and obviously the Czech Republic we have drivers from. I'll see if I can see the starting.
Leitner up front right now. Broström in 2nd. Taro in 3rd. Hagman at 4th. Stur running 5th right now after threading the needle in the last caution. Gabriel Stur. Walsh 6th. Blixt 7th. Solo 8th. Sorry. These three drivers were up front earlier in the race and have lost some of their teammates during.
I've checked. I think it's 10 or 11 nations. So really fun to see this big field, considering the short time we've been recruiting drivers. So from 10 or 11 nations, I'm really happy
With this high I rating and license requirements too, I think. Some quality racing here today. Leitner up 20 positions. Pace car in pits. Here we have him.
7 laps to go.
Pulling away in the start. Looks like he pulls away a little bit too much to stay down on the inside. Outside line now. Broström, Hagman in the force cars. Trying to take advantage of the last caution. Now running 19 laps on their stint. Linus Broström is passing on the outside now for the lead here in the European E-Racing League. Broström in the lead, Hagman in second, Sturr in third, Leitner in fourth, Walsh running fifth. And there we have them. Licks are up to fourth position, and now Hagman is diving down on the inside of Linus Broström to catch one lap in the lead, which will...
Is it a big difference with the fuel if you're first or second? Are they switching because they want to save fuel, or are they just racing?
Probably are they switching positions for the extra points of being in lead for a lap. Now when they have the advantage of being the top two in a pair here in Michigan. Hagman is in the lead in the European E-Racing League. Followed by Linus Broström, Gabriel Sturr on third, Cyril Nussbaum in fourth, Eric Blixt on fifth, Norbert Leitner in sixth, Jake Forrester now passing for the sixth position, Lukomsky up on seventh, Rose on ninth, now eighth, Walsh is running 10th right now. And we can see here on the screen that we have 5 cars running in the bottom and the rest of them are running up top. And I think that these are the last cars without any damage here in Michigan. And one of these cars will probably be the winner today here at Michigan. Eric Blixt are leading the inside line here with the help from Leitner and... some guys behind him that I can't see from this angle.
Here you can see the numbers better, so
thank you.
I still haven't learned the liveries and the names from that angle.
So Hagman, Broström in the high line, saving tires. Next, a little bit more aggressive. Now we have him, Sturr up in third, 17 positions. Advanced in this race. Nussbaum have advanced 21 position. Jake Forster in 6th position, 5th position now. In the 99 car has advanced 21 positions up to the 6th and 5th position. Lapping of number 64. Looks a little bit too slow to still be in this race.
Yeah, we have... what is the exact limit?
The exact limit of speed. Since I wasn't at the drivers' meeting today, I don't know what exact miles per hour level that is the limit, but I know that you cannot be lapped 10 times or more.
Yeah.
Here at Michigan, where you can be lapped 10 times, but not more than 10. And Capel is now running 3 laps behind, and the other car, the only other car that still is on track that have been lapped a lot of times is Alexander Arlsson. Here they are, running to survive. Eric Blixt now up in front. The inner line and the alliance between the 13 car of Walsh and Solo have passed the 2 force cars. 3 are stronger than 2. Marcus Hagman now running 4th. Linus Broström in 5th. Blixt back in the lead here at Michigan, with the help from his teammates Walsh and Solo.
A bit of lag there from Solo. Maybe his internet connection is not the best.
Hagman is looking low to see what he can do on the low line. There's no one there to help him. Probably Hagman will drop back all the way to the last car of this pack. Broström is still up in the top, while the Alcantech guys are running low now and trying to get some more speed there. Now we're running 3 wide when Hagman is dropping back after running low. Highline seems to be the faster one, Niklas.
Yeah, we had a question in the chat regarding the inside or outside, the high line, the low line. And the inside line is of course shorter, but you can't have the same speed really. But also as the drag helps out. So if the other guys are in the high line is faster.
The more cars around you, the faster you go. The car in front of you is breaking the air barrier in front of the car, while the car behind you is taking off all the turbulence from the wings. So the longer the line, the more cars share on the same, or more or less the same, drag from the wind. So if you're alone on the inside, you will fall back, even though you're running a shorter line.
Some damage on the 79 car.
The rear wing to the left, yeah. That could be something that will hurt him when he, or if he turns out to be left alone on track. But as long as he is running behind somebody else, like Daniel Solo that you see here, it doesn't seem to be any problem at all.
Yeah.
Blixt, Walsh, Solo, Adam, Broström is rounding out the top 5 right now. Marcus Hagman gave up his lead for a 8th position, and now they're running 3 wide. Stir has also dropped behind. Salander, too much of damage on that car, it looks like. On the right side, from this angle, it looks pretty clean actually. Do you have a pretty side and a bad side, Niklas?
I have 2 bad sides.
You have 2 bad sides, alright.
Yeah. Face for radio, as they say.
Face for radio. No damage on the Salander's car, but he was involved in one of the incidents earlier.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be any reason for him to drop behind. Arlson has now went into the pits because he have been lapped too many times.
12 laps, yeah. And Martin is 8 laps behind, so pretty soon I think he'll have to throw in the towel.
Blixt, Walsh, Solo, Adam, Broström are the 5 cars in the lead right now. The second pack here is starting to form with Lukomsky in the lead. 2 different strategies regarding tires, I suppose,
Probably.
for these drivers.
Yeah. Since some of the cars are damaged or lapped or out, I think we'll get a longer run this time. So maybe the saving some tires isn't too bad.
Right now, a long way away from his teammates. Arlson has parked his car and Broström is up in 5th. How are the wannabe cars looking right now? We got Andrew Rose at 7th. David at 16th.
Yeah, I like their livery.
It's really
shiny.
It's shiny and it's classic racing designs in many ways.
Compared to something like the Alcantech.
Volkswagen. Yeah.
But that
And,
that car is a bit more
You really
funky.
you really choose the mint condition card. I found, yeah.
I haven't learned. Yeah, Martin is also pretty crashed. That car.
How is the
also
race
left.
going, Nicholas? Apart from the crashed cars.
I don't know.
Eric Blix is in the lead. Also, Oisin Walsh in second. Kevin Adam is running third. Linus Brostrom at fourth right now. Daniel Solo at fifth. Dominic Lukomsky at sixth right now. And in seventh place we got Andrew Rose. And Cyril Nussbaum is running eighth. And the pack that a little bit earlier were running...
Are they catching?
are catching up, right? Repairs are going on that car. Blixt in the lead, Adam at second, Walsh in third, Brostrom in fourth, Solo running fifth right now. That's the top pack. And the second pack is joining them at the now. Lukomsky, Rose, Nussbaum, Hagman.
We have contact.
Lukomsky have been catching up Boston right now, and that also means that he will have his teammate beside him if he just let some guys pass, and from there they can work together. Lukomsky now at fifth, 13 positions up.
And almost all cars have 18 or 19 laps on their stint, but the Force Guy, Hagman, Broström, they're 26 laps, so it's a 7-lap difference. And if with a long run, that could make the difference.
That could be a difference, and we are step by step closing in on going halfway in this race. Looks still in lead, but we have the 79 car of Kevin Adam looking inside of Daniel Solo, and Lukomsky is up there to try on advancing even further.
They're still side by side.
Hagman goes down and trying to help Kevin Adam around once again. Hagman tries the low line, and you know what happened last time he did that.
Yeah.
Hagman is alone on the low line again.
And yeah, instantly dropped back to last place in the pack.
It's so...
He's gets so much experience. I think he knows what he's doing, but yeah, sometimes shit happens. 2 times in a row.
Hagman back of the pack right now. That's the Chabo. The 13th positions. We got these 13 cars that are in the top pack right now, and as we can see, you got some cars running 2 wide, 3 wide here even. Brostrom is trying even the lower line here at Michigan, and the second pack that just catched the top pack, the top guys of Blixt, Walsh and Solo, start to fall behind a little bit. And Brostrom is running a very, very low line right now in the rear of this pack, and now he has found his teammate of Marcus Hagman. And I don't think that we will see so much more cautions here, to be honest with you, Nicholas. It would maybe happen something if some drivers start to pit, and the first ones to pit would probably be Marcus Hagman, I think. He's the one who's been running longest on a stint. No, it's Norbert Leitner, 39 laps and counting on a stint. Blixt, Walsh, Solo, Lukomsky, Nussbaum, Stir, Forster, Leitner, Adam, Chabo. Top 10 right now. We got 19 cars in the field right now. 16 left on the lead lap. 13th in the lead pack. The 16th car of David is soon to be lapped, even though he's closing in on Gunnarsson. Here we have entering turn number 3, and now the lead pack is entering turn 3. Blix knows what he needs to do. 3 different lines from the Alcantech guys, and we got one in the pits. It's Gunnarsson. Blix, Walsh, Solo, Lukomsky, Nussbaum runs up the top 5 right now. No changes in a while, Nicholas.
Yeah, they're running steady. I think there's still over 40 laps left. I think people just want to get comfortable, see what happens. There's still a pit stop left, and when maybe with like 5 or 10 laps, we'll see people taking risks and trying to advance up the field.
We will soon be back after a short little break. Blix still in the lead, Walsh in second, Solo running third right now, Lukomsky in fourth, Nussbaum fifth, Forster in sixth, Kevin Adam now seventh, Leitner eighth, Sturr ninth, and Rose is running up the top 10 right now. We've seen a lot of single line racing here the last couple of laps, Nicholas.
Yeah, this is what the next gen is all about, maybe. I think, yeah, everything is kind of like I thought it would be, because
and now we have Lukomsky looking down on the number 13 of Daniel Solo in his contact, and Solo goes very, very, very wide there. We've got 3 wide, Lukomsky down low, number 99, Nussbaum is passed, and 3 wide with number 79 is trying to pass number 13 down there. Forster up high, Lukomsky down low once again on Daniel Solo. That cost Solo a lot of spots, and Lukomsky didn't succeed in that try, but somebody needs to try something after running in one line in 10 laps and above.
You think the car number 13 was damaged, or should it be fine?
It should probably be fine, because I don't think that number 13 hit the wall. No, the car looks really clean from here, but he has lost his friends up front, Blix and Walsh, and that might change stuff for the Alcantech team when they can't work together as they did a couple of laps ago, because if
yes,
somebody goes slow,
teamwork is super important. So.
Teamwork and communication here. And Lukomsky is now the last car of this pack, running 12th right now. Sabo has dropped down and lost the draft of this pack, and in the same time we have 2 cars wide, a little bit further back. Help me looking down there. Okay, we got 1 car on the grass right now, and that isn't running down the apron really. It's the car of Kevin Adam that's looking way down there and dropping to the end of this line. Adam Lukomsky now in the far end of this pack.
And yeah, he lost draft as well, so too bad.
Still looks like the number 79 car of Kevin Adams still has some of the draft left, but I don't think it will be enough to stay in pack. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right.
We'll see in a few laps.
Kevin Adams is catching up with the guys in front of him. So he's still in the race after feeling the grass a little bit under his tires. Blixt in lead, Walsh in second, Nussbaum in third, Solo in fourth, Forster in fifth. Stur on seventh, Rose on eighth, Brostrom in ninth, Hagman in 10th. Thereafter, Lukomsky, Adam in the lead pack here at Michigan.
Yeah, I'll see if the Force guys can make something happen. And
here we have 2 cars wide. It's number 9 of Norbert Leitner trying to make something happen here, and he does.
Another lapping of the 52 car.
52 cars still going low, making it uncomfortable for the lead pack to pass.
Yeah, but still, nothing really happened in the top. Everyone is still
in the lead, and Solo is trying to make his way forward here, and I think that he will get some help both from Walsh and Blixt to advance further forward. And I think a lot of the guys in this pack really wants a caution right now to go into the pits and stabilize their race so they can manage all the way to the end of this race, because nobody in this pack has enough fuel to finish.
Brostrom and Hagman at 42 laps distant. What do you think? How possibly long can you go without pitting?
With 1 caution counting, they will have about 10 laps left in their fuel. So somewhere around lap 70 to 75, we will see the Force Esports guys go into the pits for some fuel and maybe some new tires. A little bit depending on.
Yeah, Norbert Leitner heading out the pits. I think he was just did a green stop because I know he
flag
was
stop for Norbert Leitner.
He was the one with the most laps in a stint.
Norbert Leitner in the pits, 1 lap behind now. Now running 13th. 12 cars on the lead lap. Antitero is in the car. Is the 12th car. Number 9.
Yeah.
Number 18. Sorry. Has dropped behind the pack. Taro, 43 laps into his stint. Solander is trying on catching the pack with help of the number 55 car. Janos Motos, a very, very damaged car.
This is the lead pack.
Back in the lead pack, and we have
10 cars left.
Norbert Leitner going 3 wide here at Marcus Hagman and Kevin Adam that has catched the field once again.
The 2 Force cars are back at the back of the pack.
And there we got Lukomsky. We've seen Lukomsky go aggressive so much earlier in this race, and now they have dropped behind. A place where the Force cars doesn't want to be, since they have to push. And all they want to do right now is to save fuel to match up with the rest of the pack.
Ooh, Solo in the wall, maybe?
Solo is touching the wall and throwing it a little bit. Norbert Leitner trying on the inside. Adam is helping him. Let's see if they can shuffle the field a little bit further ahead. Side by side, Daniel Solo and Norbert Leitner.
I think at this pace, well, we won't see the yellow flag, so it will be green flag stop for everyone.
The risk is high for a green flag pit stop, but if you look at the field now, Leitner is want to advance to challenge the guys ahead of him, but he is by himself further down. And also we have Marcus Hagman and Linus Broström in the pits, exiting the pits right now. 4 new tires and some fuel in those cars. Now they've lost a draft with the lead pack.
Big difference between Broström and Hagman. Maybe some mistake during the pits.
Marcus Hagman isn't famous for his good pit stops, as we've seen before.
Yeah.
Blixt still in lead, Walsh in second, Nussbaum is in third. 22 positions advanced for Nussbaum here in third position. Daniel Solo running fourth right now, and behind him, Jake Forster.
Yeah.
So these cars that we see in picture right now, top 10, is the lead pack and the guys that still are out on the track. And these are the 10 probable that might win this race.
9th, including Leitner, who's a lap down.
Leitner, 1 lap down after pit stops, probably.
Yeah. So we have 40 laps on these cars, on the tires and the fuel. So yeah, soon I think we'll see a stop.
Somewhere around here, and what they all want right now is a caution to make them pit when everybody else still is lapped, including Leitner, Broström, Hagman, Rose, Chavo. And there is the caution.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find what happened. Won't be
exactly what Blixt wanted right now. A chance to get into pits, put some sticker tires on, and fuel up for the end of this race. The winner of the Lucky Dog is Norbert Leitner, and the rest of the guys, they're pretty much out of this race, Niklas.
Yeah, for sure.
Blixt, Walsh, Nussbaum, Solo, Forster, Sturr, Adam, Lukomsky, Salander are the guys in the lead lap, and soon Norbert Leitner will join them with the Lucky Dog. All of them are going into the pits.
Nah, I can't really find what happened, but it wasn't in with the top guys. So
Nicholas, since every guy from these teams are going into the pits right now, including Andreas Salander, it looks like a lot of guys are going to get the wave around. Tactical mistake from the Alcantech guys. They should have left one of the guys out and put him back in the pack to lose some guys and get hated by everybody in the field.
So a mistake from Walsh going too far.
Quick mistake there. Some repairs also for Andreas Salander.
So we see the Force guys. They in the pits as well, or
no? They will take a wave around, I think, to not pit this time. They have just a couple of laps on their tires. 4 laps. There's no reason to double pit here. If they stay out right now, they will get a wave around the safety car and
catch
lap themselves. And this is something that opens up a new opportunity for the guys further back. And I think that Leitner, Brostrom, Hagman, Rose, Schabo, Taro are the guys that could take the wave around opportunity.
Yeah.
Here we have them. Number 18 Terho is the last car available for the wave around opportunity.
Yeah, but winner of the pit road was Eric Blixt.
Eric Blixt won the race off pit road, still in the lead. Jake Forster, still Nussbaum, and Nussbaum wins over Walsh. Lukomsky in 5th, Adam in 6th, and Stur on 7th. Solo drops down to the 7th position. We will have a 25-lap shootout for the win here at Michigan. Do you think we will have any more cautions, Nicholas?
No, I think this will be a race to the finish line. Maybe a caution on like second to last lap or something. But I think we'll go the distance.
Forster, Blixt, Walsh, Nussbaum, Adam, Lukomsky, Stur, Solo, Salander, Leitner.
So 15 cars on the lead lap.
We got a race back, Nicholas.
Yeah. And with 27 laps to go, I think we'll see some more racing.
With this, all the cars shuffled around after the pit stop, I think that Blixt will have a lot harder time to control the lead now, compared to earlier, where he had all his friends around him. Blixt now controls when we start this race. There he goes, early, and looks like the Alcantech cars are strongly with him.
Walsh couldn't really make the most of it because Jake get the memo.
And aggressive move there from Walsh, down on the inside to help his teammate Eric Blixt to control the lead. Eric Blixt right now in the lead. As many times before.
Let's see if Salander can keep up with these guys. We know he wasn't able to last time. Let's see if Solo can join the other Alcantech cars in the front.
Aggressive moves back there, and Solo wants to advance, of course. And 44 goes high of Jake Forster. Sir Nussbaum now on 3rd. Adam running 4th, up and down, down and up. But here he is, Kevin Adam. He's used most of this track by any driver on the lead lap right now.
You see Solo being aggressive, trying to find a gap to pass.
Blixt, Walsh, Nussbaum, Adam, Forster, Solo, Stur. Here we have Eric Blixt alone on the inside.
Yes.
And right now Walsh is controlling the upper lead, which means that Solo can go down low, and soon we will see Walsh dropping down to the inside line. There it is, to help his teammates.
This is what we've been talking about with teamwork. This is, textbook stuff.
They try to line up, but right now the rest of the field is trying to do something else. There he is, once again, Lukomsky on the inside. And contact between the 99 car and the 13 car there.
Yeah.
Lukomsky tries to advance further by going down on the inside. And there, number 44, Forster, is choosing the inside line with the Alcantech guys to work with them instead.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't as easy as they thought, making Solo catch them and leaving the others behind, but they'll still doing their best, see if they can.
Solo went from 7th to 3rd, so I think that whatever they did was a win for the team.
Yeah, obviously. And now he's cleared. Gabriel Stur. So yeah, just Salander left in 10th position. Alcantara cars.
It's the top 10 of the race right now. It's in the lead pack, the 10 cars that could be the winners of tonight's race.
Yeah, and 22 laps to go, so still a lot of possibilities and opportunities.
Absolutely.
Cyril Nussbaum going on the inside line.
Stir now trying a new line on number 99.
You think there's damage on the 13 car? Or was driver mistake?
No, I don't think that there is any damage on that car. That car looks really clean to me. Now he's running by himself, and he's been doing that for quite some time, and that's why he's dropping back.
Yep.
He didn't really catch up with the guys in front of him, and he didn't get the full commitment of the 37 and 95 car that he needed to really catch up with them, but they couldn't either risk too much to lose the lead just because of helping the third car in front. Right now I don't really know if Walsh and Blixt run for the same team. I don't think they do.
No.
In the team's championship, right?
It's Blixt, Salander, and Walsh, Capel, and Corner. I think.
Salander now passing Solo on the inside. Looks like Rostrom and Hagman has lost the lead pack. Further behind, some tandem drafting here doesn't work out for the Force Esports and Force Esports Academy. Walsh, Blix, Nussbaum, Stir, Leitner, Forster, Lukomsky, Adam, Salander, Solo. It's the top 10 right now. And the 10 cars.
Still close racing for the 5th spot.
19 laps left today, and nobody want to help each other, which are leaving Walsh and Blix up front to work with each other. And then so in the end we have 4 Alcantec NHR drivers in the top 10 who can work with each other, and up high for Forster. This will cost him a lot. And Lukomsky looks down low on Taro. No, it's not Taro, sorry, it's Stur.
Yeah, they really want to advance in the field, but it's really hard when you're by yourself. Doesn't really have someone to work with. Because the draft is so important.
Tries again to do something. When it happens, nothing. Giving us a show here in the European E-Racing League. Oisin Walsh in the lead right now. Eric Blix on second. Nussbaum running third. Stur on fourth. Forster on fifth. Lukomsky on sixth. Salander now on sixth position. Passing Lukomsky on the outside with the help of Daniel Solo. And there we have Kevin Adam on 10th position, trying to work with something. 3 wide here. Lukomsky with the help of Adam. Lukomsky is leaving him down there to grab the spot on the outside.
They're trying their best, Solo and Salander, but I don't think they really can get anything done.
It's really hard to do anything right now with so few cars in the top pack. It's hard to find and make a long line of cars, especially when every car that tries to do something different advances one position and then stops his aggression. Look at Daniel Solo, how the car's just passing, flying.
Yeah.
They're just flying.
Turn 1 was fine, but turn 2, yeah, everything was gone. So, 15 laps left.
15 laps to go here at Michigan. Walsh, Blix, Nussbaum, Stö, Forster, Lukomski, Solo, Selander, Leitner, Adam rounds up the top 10 right now, and the top 10 is the lead pack for the win here in European E-Racing League.
Nothing really happening right now. Everyone's anticipation of the final laps to really
There's
make
no
their
idea
move.
to do anything really right now, because the positioning doesn't really work. I mean, I think that you have to you see the NHR cars in the back there. We're trying to do something on Lukomski, but
Some
it's so
helps
hard to
from-
pass.
Kevin Adam tried to help, but realized better do the high line.
This is super speedway racing, more or less.
Yeah. The high downforce package for the next gen car really brings out the super speedway feel, even in the shorter 2-mile track.
Walsh, Blixt, Nussbaum, Stö, Forster, Lukomski, Solo, Leitner, Adam, and Selander is dropping behind now for some reason.
Yeah. I can't really understand why it happens. He was dropped the last stint before the pit stop as well, and now he's back there again. Don't really know, because the car, we can't see any damage, but yeah, maybe the engine is.
Something needs to be wrong on that car, because now he dropped 1 second, he's lost the draft, and we all can see what happens then. And we got 10 laps left to run here at Michigan. And the tires are aging step by step. But it will be interesting to see if Walsh is getting challenged by Blixt in the end of this race, or if they will keep the 1-2 all the way to
Yeah,
the
because they're the different teams of the NHR. It's the by Sim 11 by Newman Racing, so maybe they will give us something to see.
Number 99 now, Nussbaum in third, and this is a long season, and every point will count in the end. So top 5 here will be a great result, of course, and Solo tries to do something now,
Yeah.
drops back to 9th position.
I think he tried to use like side rafts or something on the car head, but
9 cars left in the lead pack, and Selander, who dropped behind, is now getting challenged by the drivers on the 11th and 12th position, Westrom and Hagman. Maybe the 3 of them these cars can work together to catch the pack, and Selander is around, and he catches it, and he is in the wall.
hardly ideal.
And he is on the apron, so there's no caution yet.
Yeah, too bad. I like him. He's a really nice guy, fast driver, but couldn't make it today.
Not ideal for Andrei Selander.
Eight laps to go. Still Justin Walsh in next in second. Nussbaum
Forster in 4th, yeah, Lukomski in 5th. Adam,
familiar guys.
nothing new has happened really there, but we have Kevin Adams 6th right now, and Stör is trying to figure out something. And in the end of this pack, we have
Danny Solo.
And number 9 again. Norbert Leitner is trying to do something. He's going on the inside line, and he is alone and will most probably be passed. And this could lead to that the 4 drivers at the end of this pack will lose the lead pack, but they don't. They managed to catch them. And this means that Kevin Adam have to push his tires a little bit more than the guys in front of him. And Forrest Lukomsky have been aggressive today, and I think that they will try something at least in the the last 3 laps that are coming up in front of us.
We need some action, I think.
And they need their points. I don't think that they want to risk too much in this race. I mean, the top 10 here in the European Racing League, that's a good result in the Premier.
Yeah.
But, of course, everybody wants to be the winner of the race.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Famous quotations. And now they're running 2 wide, 3 wide here. Solo is trying out something on the bottom. And will he be left alone? Yes, he will.
Most surely.
Everybody wants to help, but nobody wants to help someone else here.
Yeah. So
looks like Adam is trying something down on the bottom, and that leaves the 74 car up high, and
once again trying something and he's dropping to lost in the pack.
How Forster happened to end up there went a little bit too fast in those angles for me to see, and there's contact again between the 13 car and number 44 with 5 laps to go here in Michigan. Will the damage be the end for Daniel Solo? It looks like that. Look at the pace difference between the number 13 car and the rest of the pack is dropping behind fast. Daniel Solo after some contact with Forster, and now Walsh is going low with Blixt behind him, trying to break the draft from the guys behind them. This can end a little bit everywhere, I think.
Yeah.
Solo now
4 laps to go.
losing the pack. But I think
maybe.
that Solo will manage the 9th position. It's not too slow for the rest of the guys to catch him. Walsh, Blixt, Lukomsky, Adam, Sturr, Leitner, Nussbaum, Forster in the lead pack of 8 here at Michigan. 3 laps to go. This alliance between Blixt and Walsh for 100 laps and almost 100 laps and counting here at Michigan. I don't think that we will have a green-white checkered, but you should never say never when it comes to oval racing. Here
We've seen it before, but
we've seen it before, Nicholas. We've seen it before. Lukomsky now up 3rd.
2 laps to go.
Next time by for the white flag here at Michigan. Walsh, Blixt. And it looks like the pack has been dragged off a little bit, so I don't think that Walsh and Blixt will get any kind of challenge here. We can see here Leitner in the back. If somebody would do something, I think it would be Lukomsky, and Adam is hungry enough to help him, I think. Question is, what would Sturr do if such attack will come? White flag is out, and the race is official. Walsh in the lead, Blixt in 2nd, Dominic Lukomsky. Adam in 4th, Sturr in 5th. Here comes the last straightaway, Dominic Lukomsky, high or low. He's looking high and he's going high, and with him is Kevin Adam, who's looking low for 3 wide here to do something and it's contact in the last corner. It's Lukomsky collecting number 99 of Sir Nussbaum, but the winner here is Oystein Walsh. for Alcantech NHR by SimLab here
well
in the
done.
premiere at Michigan. Walsh,
Really well done.
Blixt, Adam, Leitner, Stur, Nussbaum, Forster, Solo, Lukomsky, Brostrom, Hagman is and Rose, and then we got Chabo, Terho, and David rounds up the top 15 here at Michigan. But our winner today is Oystein Walsh.
Yeah, really well done. I think the Alcantech guys were really prepared. Did a good qualifying. They were solid in almost every way, so I'm hardly surprised to see Walsh taking the win with Blixt in second. So really well done.
Here he is, Oystein Walsh, the winner of the premiere of the European E-Racing League for Alcantech NHR by SimLab. Oystein Walsh, our winner here at Michigan. Congratulations to the Alcantech gang and to Walsh himself for taking home the W here in the premiere of the European E-Racing League.
Yeah, great stuff. And I think Blix is really happy as well with second place. But Solo down in 8, I think. Yeah, he's not happy with himself.
He tried everything he could, Daniel Solo. Kevin Adam up 20 positions on 3rd place. And Walsh, Blixt, and Adam is 3 guys that we will talk a little bit more with in just a minute.
But first, ad break. We are back.
Yeah.
Well, what do you thought of the race? What's your thoughts?
A lot of single line racing in the end, and with cars just dropping one by one by one. It gets a little bit static in the end, but amazing job by Oystein Walsh and Eric Blix to work together through all of the race, especially from the middle to the back, to the end, where they lost a couple of teammates during the latest cautions in the middle.
I'll see if I can find our winner for see if we can get an interview.
Oystein Walsh. Would be nice to ask him some questions. How the communication went during the race tonight. Anyhow, so 100 laps done on Michigan, and a really strong opening for Alcantech NHR. Both of their teams, I think that their team owner and manager, Alex Jensen, would be.
So, I think we are ready.
satisfied with the results today? Mr. Walsh, welcome to Broadcast.
Hey. That went pretty well.
It went pretty well.
Can't say much else about it. I joined the team about 2 hours before the race, and joined the Discord, got a paint, put it on the wrong car, put it on the right car, and then we had a few of our guys get wrecked, which I guess is bad, but yeah, 1-2 is a pretty good start to the year. I don't think any other team had that good of a start, so we can at least take that away, and then hopefully not have as many of our guys get wrecked next year, or next week, or 2 weeks from now, whatever it is. But yeah, for me at least, it's a perfect start.
Perfect start for us in Walsh. How did you communicate with each other during the race? I saw that you tried to get solo up front in a couple of attempts, but never really succeeded.
We were all in Discord together, obviously, and then you could do a countdown on the start. So for the main start, we had a load of us near the front. There was a few other restarts where we had 4 or 5 of us up near the front, so we could all get a nice jump and then try and get in line. But when you have a line of, I don't know, 4 or 5 cars here, it's just really hard to keep the line, because if somebody gets to the guy in the back line's outside, if someone gets to the outside, they've got the spot basically. But then if we run along the wall the whole time, our tires are going to die. So we need to find the right balance, and that it seemed easiest when it was me and Eric, because we could stop anyone getting to our outside or inside. No one was going to get past us, and we could just sit there and push each other as much as we need to. And then the dirty air wasn't too bad behind one car, so we were able to just sit at the front. We didn't have to do too much management. I think we could have done more if we had to, but there wasn't too much pressure on us for a lot of us. I think Dominic, when he was behind us, he kind of knew I might as well wait till the end. Like, there's no point trying to pass them on lap 30 when there's 2 of us and 1 of him, so we will just take the spot back.
Sounds like a lot of thinking here at Michigan. How are you looking at the next race at Nashville?
I haven't bought it. I don't own it, so I don't know. This is the first race I've done in these newer cars, so I've a fair bit of experience, obviously, in the truck and the B car and all the other stock cars, but I don't know. I'll buy the track and we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be a lot less of a pack race than here. You'll be braking and lifting a lot more newer here, so hopefully it'll be a bit more spread out, and it should be a bit less of a team event and more of a actual individual driving race rather than just teams.
What do you think about the next-gen car in general?
Not very many good things, unfortunately, but I know it's still very early in development. Obviously, it's not even really a thing in real life yet. For me, the main thing is that you don't get much feedback in the force feedback. That's kind of the main issue. I know a lot of people will take issue with the fact that it's the low downforce and low horsepower, high downforce package, which leads to these pack races, but I don't know. I find them fun. I do wish we had more horsepower, at least at some tracks, but what can you do? That's up to NASCAR to change in real life. So it's iRacing getting that right is still going to be hated on, even if they do. So yeah, it's mainly just the force feedback, but otherwise it's, I don't know. The race was fun. I'd like to say bad things about it, but I enjoyed myself.
Nice to hear, Eracing. Great race, and congratulations to the first victory in the European Eracing League.
Thank you. Hopefully I can do it more than once.
Yeah, Nicholas, that was our winner here tonight. A lot of thinking, a lot of teamwork, obviously. And let's see if we can get Eric Blixt or Kevin Adam into broadcast here in a minute.
I'll do my best.
Eracing Walsh, our winner tonight, working hard together with Eric Blixt all through to keep the guys behind them. 1 against 2 is impossible, and we'll see what Eric has to say about this race at Michigan. where he earlier has shown himself to be strong. Not strong enough to win, but strong enough to work with his teammates to grab a 1-2 for the team. Volkswagen, somebody says in the Twitch chat. Yeah, they've changed the logos. And let's see if we got Eric with us.
We sure do.
Here he is, the second place, the first loser today. How does it feel?
Yeah.
Does it feel good?
Yeah, it feels good. Like we had much better run today than we did in the SEL race a few days ago. So yeah, we managed to pick up Dave Walsh for this race, for the series. So learned a few things during the race and just kept in it and kept pushing for the best result we could get. So yeah, it was a good race.
He just told us he joined the team 2 hours before the race start, and that is enough.
Yeah, I mean, we managed to hook up a skin and sign him up for the league, get a new team application in, so apparently we had enough time, so
And
it has worked out from the start, so.
It ended up quite good, I'd say. Second place here today, and Nashville Super Speedway up next Sunday. No, not next Sunday, but next race. How do you feel about Nashville?
I need to buy it first.
That's step number 1.
Yeah. I don't know much more about it.
1.5 mile at Nashville. All right. Is there anybody that you want to thank in particular?
Yes. Like SimLab, Alcantech, NHR, Neiman Racing. And like, yeah, everyone in the team like keeps a good spirit around.
Nice to have nice teammates and partners are on board. And we hope to see more from you. You are the best finishing Swede right now. We got some others in the field right now. Do you think anything about the Nations Championship here in the European E-Racing League?
Not really. I didn't even know about it until you said it. But I mean, for sure, like, you gotta stick together. To help out where you can. Try to keep some friends around, so try not to make enemies the first round, at least.
Friends are benefits, enemies are not. Thank you, Eric, and good luck in the future of this series.
Thanks.
Some laps in the lead for Eric, and his teammate Oisin is on top today. Both are running for the same organizations, but two different teams here in the European E-Racing League. The next one we want to talk a little bit with is Kevin Adam, number 79. We've seen him climb a lot of places, a lot of spots in this race, and also throwing some aggressive moves and sometimes on the grass. Very entertaining racing from Kevin Adam tonight, and let's see if we can get him into the broadcast pretty soon. We're still waiting for Kevin.
So,
I think that we have him with us in the broadcast right now.
Yeah, hello, good
Are you here,
afternoon.
Kevin? Good afternoon. Third place tonight. How does it feel?
Well, it's a little bit, not the finish I would have wanted, because I had an incident with Dominic. I later checked it was a netcode. We had half a meter was between us, and his car suddenly snapped to the right. So from here, I want to say I'm sorry. It was not my intention to touch him, but I really didn't expect him to snap with half a meter between us. And during the race, I saw a couple of blinks from his side, so maybe that was part of the issue. But on the other side, quite happy. On my first race, a podium. Even if in NASCAR there are no podiums, but the third place, it's always good to start with a championship.
A lot of points for the third place. You had a little journey on the grass there on the infield. Can you talk us through it?
Yeah, my screen froze. I had a screen freeze of 3 or 4 seconds. I shouted, I screamed on the radio. I don't know if the guys heard me, that my screen froze. So once I felt the force feedback on the grass, I just lift up the pedal and hope that the screen would return before I was into the slammed into the wall. So luckily it returned. So I lost a couple of positions, but better to lose some positions than the race.
Better lose some positions than the race, and you catched up with the lead pack, which led you to the 3rd position. Is there anybody that you want to thank, Kevin, when we have you in the broadcast room?
Yeah, sure. My team, 10 Factory Sim Racing. I was expecting to race with the actual Gen 6, so that's why I don't have a skin yet. Sorry for that. So when I entered the session, I suddenly realized that this was the next gen car. So I hope in the next race I will have my skin for the 10 Factory Sim Racing and all the sponsors. And of course you also for organizing the championship and for inviting me. And I want to congratulate Oysin and Eric. Oysin for the win and Eric for the 2nd place.
I really like your Herbie fully loaded paint scheme. My team manager that I raced for in North Carolina had a role in that movie as the crew chief for Herbie, actually, while they were recording.
I like it, so maybe I keep it. I don't know. I must think about it.
Herbie fully loaded and Kevin Adam to the 3rd place today. Amazing race from you, and thank you for all of the entertainment. And, what do you think about Nashville Super Speedway as the next track on the schedule?
Well, I only have raced it with the AK car, but I think the track is quite funny. I hope we are forced to brake, because honestly, Michigan with this car is quite boring as a driver, because you're full throttle almost all the time. So I hope in Nashville we are a little bit more forced to brake and see a little bit more of the part of the driver, not of the car. So I'm expecting the race.
Expecting a race at Nashville. Thank you, Kevin, and good luck in the season ahead of us.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
We will have a short little break before we will return with some last words for tonight and the premiere in the European E-Racing League. Welcome back, and welcome to the finish of this broadcast, more or less. Nicholas, you told me this is your first time casting on English. Is that true?
Yeah, first time. Been casting in Swedish. Not only iRacing, but StarCraft and everything, basically. But first time in English, so it's difficult, especially when producing the show as well and spectating in iRacing. But it's really fun, and yeah, hope I'll do it again sometime.
I think you've done a great job today, with so much to do. And at the same time, this is my second time casting in English myself. I casted in Sweden yesterday at a racetrack a couple of hours north of the studio in Sweden. So it's hard to do the transition between the languages back
for
and
sure.
forth. We've seen a lot of action today on Michigan, a lot of pack racing. We've got a taste of the next gen car, which I think is very important to try out, and I think that the data that we collect here and today could be useful both for the teams and the drivers that are competing, of course, but also iRacing itself, since you can watch how the races are built up and what the problems are entertainment-wise from the drivers, as we heard in the interviews, but also from a casting point of view, and entertainment levels and so on. Michigan is a very fast track, and Nashville is fast but not as fast, so it will be really interesting to try another kind of intermediate track like Nashville in the next broadcast, which we are having not next Sunday, but the Sunday after that. We will continue on the Swedish E-Racing channel next Thursday with the next broadcast from here, but in the European E-Racing channel we will wait for 2 weeks until we're back again at the same time at 700 CEST, Central European Time. It's really hard with all the time zones back and forth.
And also a big thank you to our sponsors, Cooler Master and Logitech.
The series wouldn't be possible to do without them, and a lot is thank you to Essen Studio, where we are sitting and recording this broadcast tonight. And also, thank you to all the teams that compete in the European E-Racing League, and also thank you to all the drivers that have entertained us tonight. Thank you who have watched the races and the premiere here of the European E-Racing League. My name is Jonas Force, and with me tonight I've had Niklas Falk as producer and co-caster, as editor Christer Schönbeck, and we hope to see you in 2 weeks when we're back in the European E-Racing League.